In this example, we are given a polynomial, although it doesn't quite look like a polynomial because it's all factored out. Now, we could FOIL this all out, right? We could distribute and expand this into something that looks more like a polynomial. But the questions that were asked are, it says, first of all, give the leading term and state the degree of the polynomial. And then we want to use limit notation to describe the end behavior of the function. All right, so all we care about is the leading term, because the leading term tells us the degree of the polynomial. And then we want to use that to find the end of behavior. So let's see if we can figure out a shortcut here. Now, you can imagine foiling this all out. We would take x to the fifth times the x to the fourth. We'd FOIL this out, and then we'd multiply everything, multiply through by x plus 5. But essentially, to get the leading term, we're just going to take the leading terms of each factor and multiply them together. All right, so we're going to have a -2, and then we're going to have x to the fifth and times x 4x, and then times x. Okay, now that's going to be the highest possible power of x that we would get if we actually expanded this whole thing out. Okay, but all we care about is the leading term. So it looks like this is going to be a -8 x to the fifth times x times x. So remember, you just add the exponents, right? X is x to the 1, so we end up with x to the 7th. Okay, that's the leading term. And what's the degree? The degree of the polynomial is the power. The degree of this polynomial equals 7. Okay, so this polynomial is dominated in the long run by an odd power of x, right? But it's multiplied times a -8. So let's write the end behavior of this function as, let's start with x goes to positive infinity of f of x. Okay, now it's going to be the same as the end behavior of -8 times x to the 7th. If x is positive, x to the 7th is positive, but then we're taking it times a -8, so it's going to be -infinity. Okay, and now we'll look at what happens as x goes to -infinity. All right, so if x is negative, x to the 7th is negative, but then we're taking it times a -8, so that's going to make it positive. So so as x goes to -infinity, this function is going to go to positive infinity. Alrighty, got one more example to go through, and I'll see you there.